Pick up on none of your calls. In the parking lot, Tucson. Are you with me? When I'm standing with the roof gone, I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. Then you can get a move on. Like you haul, and I know you need to go slow, but we could go faster. Maybe the best.
Fiancé. Let's discuss him. Surely you understand that I'm not in the mood to discuss Garrett or anyone else with you. And does that include his so-called first wife? Yes, that does include Jessica. Jessica? Ah. Well, I think that I should tell you as a friend that there never was a Jessica. That your fiancé has never been married. Oh, good God, Alexis. Do your lies never stop? Are you calling me a liar? Oh, I find that very amusing. Well, I suggest that you check it out with Garrett Boydston yourself, because he gives a new meaning to the word liar. Alexis? Yes? I didn't thank you for your present. It's he you should slap, dear, not I. Interesting man.
Listen, y'all go follow him. I had to play that. He does some good stuff. He need to do some for what's the folks? Child, let's talk about what happened last night. Child, it was so bad. Karen finally is back, but Karen isn't back like we think she is. All right. So let's go to the trip from hell and to the trip from that. So I should have wrote my notes, but y'all gonna hear a little audio. That's fine. So it goes in continuation of Giselle trying to take over the rest of the trip. She decides to tell the girls that they were going to have brunch. They were going to go to a hotel and try to intervene. Now, some of the girls had decided that they would go stay at the hotel, and Angel was like, we're not going to do that. Now, she intervened. She said they had flying fish, dinner, and some other stuff going on. And they said that they asked, was Angel going to stay the night? She said, yeah. And, she said, you know what, I'll go stay the night with you. I'll go spend some time with y'all and stay the night or whatever at the hotel. And so Giselle goes, yeah, she got to ask Bobby. Bobby. Is everything is about Bobby. She got to ask Bobby. She got to ask Bobby this, that. She wanted the girls to stay at the hotel because she was like, they can have brunch and they can do other stuff. And then basically she trying to say the consist after all of that is a flight home. So after that, she tried to antagonize Angel with this Bobby situation that she has to keep asking Bobby this and that. And so we get into the car ride. Everybody decides to leave from the activity. And Stacy, Wendy, and Jossie was in the car. And Stacy brought up that basically Jossie got a number from Sharice. Was trying to give her number, knowing that Sharice does not like Stacy. And, Wendy is in the front. She's listening to this. And Jossie was like, well, she was like, you got to learn. Stacy was like, you got to learn to be loyal to me because Sharice don't like me. And she was like, Jossie was like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to fall out with everybody that don't like you and not have friends. Like, I'm not understanding. I got to have some friends. And she say other than Stacy. So she say, no, but it shows your loyalty with me. And you know that. And then Wendy was like, you can't ask for loyalty when you were not going to show up to the wedding. So Jossie was like, she felt some type of way because it was like you comparing me getting Sharice's number to the wedding, but you weren't going to show up to my wedding until Wendy and Ashley said they were coming. Now, production showed a clip of where she said she wasn't sure, Ashley, because she knew Ashley was coming. She was like, she wasn't going to go and all this and that. And then when she found out Ashley and Wendy were going to go, she went ahead and, decided to go. And she claimed that she had so much going on with her job and with her career and, her brand and stuff like that. And Jossie told her, like, you can't get mad at me and say nothing about loyalty when, what Let me look pen that. When you decided to say that you weren't going to go come to my wedding because of Ashley and Wendy, like, how do you think I'm supposed to feel? So they try to hold her accountable. Stacy ain't like that. Stacy was upset. Stacy felt like, and a lot of people were like, well, Wendy was wrong. No, Wendy was holding her friend accountable, and that's what y'all don't understand. Y'all feel like Wendy shouldn't hold her friend accountable, but if you my friend and you saying that you wasn't going to do this and that, you supposed to be my friend. I have to hold you accountable. Regardless of how you feel, I have to hold you accountable. So, they're continuing the conversation. And Stacey was like, "Listen, I had things planned every day. It wasn't like I wasn't gonna come to your wedding. I just had things planned every day." And Johnsy was like, "Well, how you get mad at me over a phone number? And you just said you wasn't gonna come to my biggest day of my wedding." She said, "Girl, you knew the wedding date and everything because she really did have the invitation on the last reunion, and she gave it to everybody. She knew the wedding date." Stacy claims she didn't know because Stacy be lying sometimes, and it be really grinding my gears because when you put Stacy in accountability of the hot seat, she does that. She like to sit here and lie. So Wendy chimed in, and Wendy made a statement where Wendy said, like, you can't sit here and say that because you're our friend. Like, we got to hold you accountable. You're wrong for that. So then we go into the next cards, Ashley, Giselle, and Monique. This is where Ashley tells on, you know, they're talking about Angel at this point. And Ashley tells on herself. So, and they was like, they feel like Angel kind of messed up the trip. She didn't get to know everybody like they wanted to. And like Monique say, it's funny how me and you went through whatever and we're bonding, like we're actually bonding. Now I feel like Ashley did stab her in the back. We're gonna talk about it. So they was talking about Stacy. Let me give you the tea. The conversation was about Stacy. The conversation was about Chris, right? Okay. So the conversation was they felt like um Angel was behind it because Angel, Bobby, and Chris were cool. But if you listen to what Ashley said, Angel is not. I'm gonna play a little bit, and I want y'all to see how Ashley told on her motherfucking self, y'all. Ashley, hold on. Ashley told on herself. So the conversation was that. Hold on, let me get it right. I'm gonna play the audio while we talk. The conversation was that basically they say they don't think Angel be able to redeem herself from Giselle, and um, you know, Giselle said she had any sense to talk to her and if she'll fix it or whatever. I don't think she'll redeem herself. Um, and basically the conversation started with Ashley saying that as did you remember when that hold on. They think that Angel said something to Bobby and Bobby said something to Chris. Monique say, "Do y'all think they cool like that?" I'm finna get to the clip. Hold on. I'm waiting till they get to a certain part because they were on the same team. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all see it. I can just Ashley told on herself. Ashley said she DM Chris. And I thought I told you that. And as was it Stacy? He said he was drinking something. I'm gonna let y'all see it. And he said, "Oh," and Monique was like, "That's a little messy." She said to me, "They all liars. Everybody." Ashley is messy. Ashley is messy. Why would you DM Chris with that? And she said, I didn't tell you that. Monique said, you didn't tell me that part. She said, I ain't tell you that. She said, no. Giselle even said it. First of all, why you told me you told Monique. Come to find out you didn't tell Monique. Why you didn't tell Monique and why you told me. And I'm starting to see that too. Because first of all, Ashley, why did you sit here and tell and hint to keep this going to this Stacey and Chris and not tell Monique what it is? And I'm glad and proud that Monique did not take the bait. Ashley told Chris what Monique said. I don't think Giselle said anything because Giselle feels like that should have been told to Monique. And she said, why are you just not telling Monique? Why you didn't tell Monique? I thought you told Monique because you told me first. So then we go into another part when everybody looked at the car scene. Did we miss that part with the girls? No. When they go meet up and they all sit down eating at a gas station margarita, they call Angel. And the ladies, Angel it was so sad, y'all. Angel, they put Angel through a hazing. I don't care what y'all say, production got Angel through a hazing. If y'all pay attention to the credits when y'all watch the show, y'all will see who was attempted, who participated with that hazing and had production credits. Y'all gotta start looking at in credits. It's on there. It's on there. So Angel had dinner and flying stuff and all that for the girls. They were finna go out and go eat. They had a chef. They were going to her thing, right? And as they were going, the ladies sitting at the gas station, they all came to terms that they said, hey to Angel, and they decided to, because somebody said production, I believe production was recording some of the stuff. I'm gonna lie. When they sit here and said that they've been sitting on longer, they've been waiting, and they know it's gonna take a long time to get to where they are because Angel kind of went the wrong direction. And they tell Angel that they're not coming. They're not coming. They're gonna go ahead and take the flight back home. And you know, it took them 3 hours to get to them because she went the wrong way. It took her a different way. And they was like, it is not less than 3 hours waiting, trying to get there. And she was gonna take them on an excursion. And everybody want to blame Angel for everything. I'm not blaming Angel for everything. First of all, the people that's blaming Angel for everything is just not tuning into franchises of Real Housewives. Y'all haven't been paying attention when a lot of these people who are on the show tell y'all production do it. Carlos King even said production is behind some of this stuff to help the ratings. Yes, she had an excursion, but production say, let's see if she really is a housewife. Y'all got to understand, Karen is coming back. Somebody got to go or they're going to keep somebody. Pay attention to the, shout out to Justin. Shout out to, oh my God, all the people that talk about this show. When we say pay attention to the seating chart is why you should. That's going to determine who's staying for next season, who's going. Karen is coming back. Y'all got to understand, Karen coming back for her seat. Somebody got to go. Or we could keep them and see how this play out. Let's see how good they can be to stay. Y'all got to understand that. Pay attention to the seating chart. Y'all always got to pay attention to who sits on the end. I told y'all that. Who getting the boo? Angel said she don't beat herself up a lot. She's been driving a long time. She wants the girls to have a great trip. The experience has been messed up. And Giselle was like, she don't fry or fish, and she don't understand why she took the trip. And it's a disaster. It's just in flames. It's messed up. And then Kay was like, they got a $10,000 dinner experience, and they say how when we all are not together at the same place. And they saying they got lost, and they saying they're on the side of the road. And that's something that Giselle was like, she don't do. And she said the experience is, Angel and her were going back and forth. She said the experience is still there for everybody. And now, Jassie is coming at her. Monique is coming, not Monique, but she was coming, trying to understand it. Ashley is coming. And Ashley, say they're going to turn around and go home. They're not gonna do anything with her, and their flight leave in 3 hours, and then Monique was being gracious. She was like, "Listen, our flight is in 3 hours. Y'all know we're not gonna make it, right? So it'll be best for us to go home." Monique wasn't like them. Oh, we don't do this. We don't. Monique was like, "Listen, our flight is in 3 hours. We're not gonna make it to the dinner." Meaning, Monique like, "Listen, I want to go to the dinner, but we're not gonna make it. Time is running," which I understand. I don't know what Jossie got going on. Giselle, Ashley kind of felt, she's like, and then Wendy was like, yeah, agreeing with Monique, like, girl, it's in 3 hours. Like, we ain't gonna make it there. Like, they wanted to stay and do stuff. And then Giselle said she cared about Tia. And Kay was like, because you care about Tia. And then Giselle said Kay is on the wrong side, but you want her to hate her friend, Giselle. You still hazing. This is not AKA sorority, baby. And I'm starting to, child, AKA, anyway. So they got off the phone and they asked everybody how was Giselle asked everybody how was the car ride, and you know they talked about the friendship. They had pizza. They talked about the friendship um, argument, and Johnson was saying that that Stacey was a little taken back, by her getting Sharice's number, and she say she feel like Stacey need to, feel. They both feel the same way, taken back on some things, and she said kind of been for it. So, child, they start arguing, child. So Jossie said she didn't have the same energy when it came to her wedding, but it came with Sharice's phone number, and she don't want Jossie talking to nobody else she don't like, but she want her to get along with everybody else. And so Ashley and Giselle, as they always do, as they always do, and I'm gonna be honest, they sat there and instigated this whole conversation. Oh, ooh, oh, wow. It don't take all of that. This is why I miss Karen. She talking about Karen wouldn't like the trip. First of all, Karen would have helped better than Giselle. Karen would have did some accommodations and had a conversation. Karen would have guided Angel through the situation than Giselle. Karen would have said, "No, baby, this is not gonna work. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna do this. Can we switch up some things? The girl's not gonna." She would have did that. Giselle, on the other hand, did not. Giselle wanted to be petty and messy as hell. Giselle was wrong as hell for that. So, Jackson said she took a lot of things from Stacey on the chin since she'd known her. She made excuses of why she feel loyal to Stacey. And she still sees some good Stacey, and she doesn't have to be at, but Stacey looked roll her eyes. And Ashley was like, "Oh, that's it right there. Yep, uh-huh." And then, Stacey said, "You try to get along with anybody in this group to maintain any spot," and Johnson said that's not true. So what I like about Monique this season is she's sitting here listening and dissecting it a different way. Because y'all know Monique would have been petty, but Monique would have brought up the situation with Chris. But Monique was like, "Girl, we're not finna do that. I'm finna see what's going on and help." Like, she's different this year. So Stacey was like, "You want to be friends with everybody." So Monique was like, "Well, what if she does want to be friends with everybody? What's wrong? Like, it's okay, right?" So she say it's nothing wrong with having a friendship with somebody. So then Wendy chimed in and said that Stacey started it, and she's mad because she called her out of it, and then she went and attack her, and then she want to act like she didn't do nothing wrong. And then Stacey was like, "How did I attack her?" She said, "Because the way that you sit here and how you're doing it, act like you don't know what you're doing, and then you do." And then she said, "Just like you want me to keep clarifying, I already clarified to you what it was." And then they started arguing, and Giselle said, "Dig in a hole." And Wendy say, "I don't play this game. Don't play this game with me. I'm not playing this game." So she say, "I'm gonna make you hold accountability every motherfucking time." So then Stacey get up and walk away. And then Wendy go over there and they had a conversation. And Wendy basically tells her, like regardless, since the beginning of this group, when people have hazed, like they haze Angel, and I feel like Stacy was like they did do Angel wrong, and Stacy should have been said that because she was hazed the same way her first season, and just like they hazed Angel, she should have, and Angel probably will redeem herself at the reunion because we know Karen coming back, we know it, and they gonna meet. Um, Wendy had a conversation with Stacy. Stacy said she didn't like it. Stacy was like, listen, she was like, you never had my back. You never had my back. You arguing with them in front of me. And Wendy was like, girl, I don't had your back since day one, since they came at you hard. Like they hate, it's proof in the clip they be hazing. They come at them rough to see if they fit in the group. And this is why I say I have to put it with production. Because look at it. Let's be for real. But what do you expect from real? Like, so they had a conversation, and she walked off. She said, I can't believe you said that in front of me. People are looking. She said, and as she came over, she said, no, she has taken up for you. She said, I can't believe you said that I don't take up for you. She said, I took up for you since day one. And Ashley said, yes, she has. She has been taking up with you for you since day one with this group. You have to give her that. She sure has. When people call Stacey a liar, Wendy took up for her. When people said that she do too much, Wendy took up for her. When people said that she stole Wendy and her husband idea, Wendy took up for her. Yep. Yep. All of that. So the people are looking crazy like, what the hell going on? So then we go into the last part where, everybody was driving, everybody going home. They said that basically, you know, Wendy, they showed Wendy fraud charges. They said, hold on, let me go to it. Let me go to it on my phone. They showed Wendy fraud charges and talking about they can face up to 15 years, child. And Wendy was touching all on her butt, saying, ooh, your butt. And Giselle said, it's nothing back there. It's nothing back there. And hold on. They said Giselle say Stacy and Timo are going strong but for have no plans to be married, as the ink on the sealed divorce papers is too fresh if they did. So she's not married. And Timo again. And then we go into Giselle. And then they say after a 2-year battle, Giselle lost the fight over her father's will. But one loss didn't overshadow big win. Giselle's daughter Angel became a member of the AKA sorority. And then we go into Ashley. Second Bloom has her second guest in Josh. So Ashley went back to Josh, broke up with Josh, gotten back to Josh, and then they continued to write her chapter of her next life, child. So she in and out on with everybody. So Angel is crying, and stuff like that. And she's upset. Angel is in Colorado. Tia is doing great. They found Angel found a $2 million home in Potomac. So I think she's coming back. Tia, her sister, continue to rebuild. Kay say she's focusing on her business. She's not focusing on marriage right now. And the plaque on the picture plaque that he gave, that was all. She ain't focusing on no wedding, child. So then we go into Karen. This the tea. So Karen gets released, and everybody was like, dang, Karen got to set it off braids. And Karen came home. Karen a little shaken up when she's and Karen is released and everything. She's seen with her family. Everybody was crying and hugging. Wendy was hugging and crying. Andy, with Eddie and everything when she got released. And then the next last season finale, they rushed this to be the season finale for the girls. But the next one, we're having an interview with her coming home with everybody, and then she gets dressed as an interview with Andy. Andy and her had a conversation at that she has an alcoholic problem, things like that that people want to know. And Karen is kind of she kind of hesitant on it. But I can't wait to see it. I miss Karen. I really do. I miss the Grand Dame. She will be at the reunion, and she will be giving her thoughts on how they treated Angel. Oh yes, this is going to be amazing, honey. Auntie Karen is gonna be giving her thoughts. Y'all know she gonna be, her and Giselle might bump a little heads. Not little, but much heads. Girl, you remember your trip wasn't just because Karen is on a better foot, don't mean Karen Shade is not gonna be top tier. Don't mean Karen Shade is not gonna be top tier. Karen's still gonna throw some shade. Okay? All right, so let's go to Married to Medicine. I need to explain to y'all. I was watching the content creator. She was spraying Angel, and everybody was like, "Oh, she passive aggressive." Angel wasn't wrong. Angel just acts like what she on. Like, okay, Angel from New Orleans. I want y'all to understand that she is not from Atlanta. Before we get into that, Angel was asking because she's sharing a room with Brand. Like how she sleep. Is it a problem with the light on, with the light off? Like those type of questions. Okay. So y'all gotta understand that Angel from New Orleans. Do you like to sleep with the light on? Do you like to sleep with the light on? Is it a problem if I turn the light on? Is it a problem if I snore? Do you snore? Girl, if I want to read a book in the middle of the night, my phone light showing, is that gonna be a problem for you? Like, what's up? Brandy took it the wrong way, and we finna get into it. So we go to Simone. Baby, first of all, Simone boots in the confessional was top tier, red bottom, thigh height, leopard print boots, baby, with the ponytail in the dress. She ate that. I say, oh, I don't, Dr. Simone, y'all give it to her. She feeling herself. She find it. She's been on the show for years. And like they say, every a layer of you comes off on the show. We're gonna keep getting a new person, okay? We're gonna keep getting better. I mean, she can dress, but she would dress for the part. We're gonna get her more into fashions. We're gonna get her more into other stuff. Dr. Simone is hitting the age to where she don't. She got adult kids. She's trying to brush them off and be frisky with her man and enjoy her life, okay? Like that's where she's coming from. So we go to her house and she was talking to Cecil. And she was just, understanding. She was like, she don't want to go. Caesar was like, we got to go. We already said we're gonna go. We're gonna go. You're gonna go. And you're gonna have fun. And and she talked about. She said, "Who told you that I was looking up a VIN? I don't give a damn about no VIN on no car." And Dr. Heavenly, she came back and told her because um she made it as a joke last year that she's a criminologist. She's gonna find out something, but Dr. Heavenly went back and said she's gonna look for the VIN. And she said it to Heavenly as a joke, and she said, "I need to leave her alone before she looks up the VIN number on that car." But Dr. Simone say she never looked up the VIN number. She say, "Even if I did, so the fuck what?" So Cecil was like, "It's Heavenly acting on the issue with her and Quad," and I really feel like, I ain't gonna lie, she kind of is. And and she say they're heavily trying to act like she not having all the marital problems, and she really is, because she said Dr. Simone and Dr. Heavenly best, but she said, "Well, your husband took forever to tell you that your son was locked up." I was like, "Oh my God, why did she bring that up?" I was like, "Oh my God." She say Dr. Heavenly like to act like she ain't got any marital problems, and she got marital problems. And she say it's just messed up. And she said, "Stop the itch," and she say, "We don't talk about what go on in anybody's house." So Dr. Simone was like, "Please just leave me alone." So she packed for the trip. And then we go over to Dr. Heavenly house. She said, "Did you see how Simone acted at the event? And she did all this swinging and all this stuff to me." So she was like, miserable people do miserable things. And her she told her Dr. Damon, how, she was physically aggressive and she was wrong and she kind of don't want to go. So she said her confession that she my hand. Basically, y'all, they know, first of all, and then, Dr. Damon said he didn't like what was said. Here's the thing. We all know when Dr. Simone get like that, she gets loud and ready to fight. That's just who she is. She did it to everybody except for the new girls. She did it to everybody except for the new girls. Like, this is Dr. Simone. Dr. Simone is gonna cuss you out straight style. Even her, and one person she didn't do it with was Dr. Jackie. She got a little respect for Dr. Jackie. But everybody else, she was cussing and telling the truth in their face. And then they be cool after, because her and Dr. Heavenly, it's like they've been fighting for this spot for years. And I'm going to be honest. And I feel like it with Quad too. That's why her and Quad fell out. Dr. Heavenly is closer to Quad and Dr. Jackie. And Quad and Dr. Simone feels like I'm close to them too, but it's like she feeling like, damn, y'all gonna push me out the way. Y'all gonna push me out the way. Like, dang, they're my friends too. Like, dang, I don't even rock with you, but that's what it gives. I mean, goodness. And then Dr. Heavenly, so Dr. Davis said he didn't like that at all. She said he wasn't. She said you didn't see that man. Dr. Heavenly was like, she's not gonna go. He feel like Dr. Simone took it too far. She said she's not gonna go because she got so much to do and she really don't want to go and she didn't do anything. And then Dr. Heavenly say, I'm just not gonna go. So she started unpacking her bag and Dr. Damon agreed. So everybody thought she wasn't coming. So then they make it to Florida and it's a nice home. Dr. Contessa, you did a wonderful job. Okay. You and Dr. Simone have done great with these trips. Did Toya? Oh, Toya did one. It was great. Did Mariah? I think Mariah did some. They were great too. Y'all did great on these trips. Everybody. The last trip wasn't so great, but we glad the budget was there for this trip. I like the house. It's nice. It's all everybody got their own room except for Brandy and Angel. And I think Brandy, Angel, and Dr. Heavenly would probably share a room, which is probably okay. But these are nice rooms. They're gorgeous. It's nice. They're having fun. So, child, when I tell you, everybody say, I don't know who helped her. I told y'all, first of all, Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac, they compete with their trips. Then it set the tone because Real Housewives is the vet of what their budget for their trip gonna be. Real Housewives of Atlanta has blown everybody out of the water with their budget on their trips. I have to be honest. Now, when it comes to the fighting for the ratings, I told y'all, Real Housewives of Potomac, this is why that trip went so much to Potomac because they were competing with Married to Medicine. Y'all got to pay attention too. But y'all also got to pay attention who got the better budget. And we all said this. We also, even Kim Pye, shout out to him. I love him. We all say you, and Michelle A.T. again. We all say you got to pay attention to who got the bigger budget and who budgets are a little bigger for these trips. Man, that's why Married to Medicine try to fight to have them ratings be top to Real Housewives. But Married to Medicine has fought this season for their ratings to be extra great to beat Real Housewives of Potomac. That's why Quad made that statement. Okay? Y'all got to pay attention to the play. So they was like, ooh, let's make this the worst trip for the ratings because y'all got to understand Karen ain't there. Y'all know Karen would have brought it. Y'all know Karen would have baby Karen would have took it from here to Santa Monica and back, child. You got to pay attention. Monique is in a different headspace. She's filling it back in. She just came back. Giselle, a lot of people say Giselle carrying on her back, but being messy. Ashley, messy. Wendy really carried with the conversation. I mean, we got to be honest here. So y'all have to understand, Stacey was doing her damn thing too. So y'all gotta understand the reason why these trips were showed like that, because y'all forgot the conversation where Toya say our trips are better. And then that's when the recycling came in, that they recycling people. And then that's when they came in, okay, cool. Then we hopped on to Married to Medicine. Remember Portia and Toya had some little cute little shade fighting words where it was, oh, our trips, so they was like, yeah, whatever. Our ratings good. They say that's nice, but our trip budget is better. I fell out. These trips are like in child. It was fun shade, but they like each other. They had no issue. So the house is nice. Everybody. Contessa said she got the main room. Dr. Jackie got the room with the two chairs, and Contessa did. Contessa showed her goofy side this season. I ain't mad at it. I like it. So this time she said the noodles were gonna have to share a room. Angel was like, "Where's the next place?" Carlton. Brandy said, "Share a room." Brandy said, "Baby, if I wanted to share a room, I would have stayed home with my husband and my kids." Angel said, "What a mess with Carlton." Because sister said, "No, no, no." And Angel says, "I live in a 7-bedroom house." I ain't finna lie to you. Brandy and all these ladies live in nice houses. And you got to share a room with somebody, but you come on a vacation without your significant other than kids, you want to share a room. I agree. So Contessa say she got the primary room and she did a straw game. She say the person with the longest straw go first. There's I think she said 50 seconds or 15 seconds, and then somebody else find a room. So the people that got the Toya got a long straw, Clark got the longest, Dr. Jackie got the longest. Dr. Mimi got a short one. Dr. Simone got the shortest. So they start. Contessa Clark took one side. Dr. Jackie took another. Dr. Jackie found her room, a nice room with sofas and couch. Toya trying to move Quad out the way with the hips. They both got hips. And Toya room is nice with the balcony. They got the seats up there, so she know the floor plan. We didn't see Quad room. I think Quad got a nice room. Dr. Mimi got a lovely room. Dr. Simone got a nice room. She liked her room. And then they go upstairs to the room in Angel and Brandy's room. It's two bunk beds in a full size bed. So she say, girl, it's nice. And she say, you can tell my kids can share them bunk beds. And she said, this is I work hard every day to pay for. To sleep in a bed. She's not 5 years old. So Angel walking around looking like, what is this? She said, where's the bathroom? And they got to share a bathroom. Okay. And Angel was like, she grew up, her mama had 5 girls and they had one bathroom. She was like, they can't share no bathroom. She said she's traumatizing her. So Angel asked how her energy was her energy bad? And she gotta got her good energy when she go to sleep. Which you gotta understand. A lot of people like, I like Brandy. She don't take no inch. Angel was wrong. Angel asked a simple question about her preference. Angel's telling her preference. I don't understand why people are upset about the preference that she's saying and asking. It's her way of acting. And she said, the vibes got to be good, so she don't know. So Angel was like, it ain't bad. She ain't funny. She bad spirit. She said, I'm because I got bad spirit. Okay? She said, I want to know what you want and how you work. And Brandy took it wrong way. Brandy was like, be careful, energy, please. She want to know how to roll. Meaning, I want to, and she said, I'm going to ask you how you got so I can know how to roll. Meaning, how do you sleep? I don't want to mess up. Angel thing is, I don't want to mess this girl sleep up. She work hard. I want her to have fun on this trip with me. And we don't need to mess up our sleep. We're on vacation. So, and Brandy said, if I don't feel the energy don't work for me. So Brandy asked everybody else about it. And so Angel explaining it to her. She said, "You're like, is you going to go by quad?" Girl, they sitting here having a whole fight about the energy. She just want to know how she sleeps. And Brandon said, "I know who you think you're talking to." And Dr. Jackie looking like, is it that serious? Like they kind of looking around, so they all agreed they're gonna be okay. Apologies was given, they accepted. So Angel say, however she received it, when her delivery wasn't her. But y'all gotta understand, Angel from New Orleans, they gonna ask you about your energy. If you know about New Orleans, they gonna come on now. Y'all tell me y'all go to New Orleans, y'all don't peep when people tell y'all to be careful. Don't go to Bourbon Street. Ain't nothing over there. You gonna get caught in some shit. Y'all don't understand what people tell y'all that, but y'all be, ooh, I wanna go to this. Baby, pay attention. That's why she say energy, because she want to know. She don't want to mess up her sleep. She want them to be best roommates. That's what she's trying to say. Was her delivery room maybe so? So Brandy didn't want to accept her apology, and she was being shady, and she called on it. She was like, her apology won't mean nothing, and she not accepted it, but then she accepted it in front of the girls, which is very, very weird. So they was like, they just gonna move on. They gonna get their bags and just have a great day. So the next night they go to the pool and they have a conversation. Dr. Professor say she did call Dr. Heavenly. She hope her family okay, and you know, so you say you know why she's not here, but I'll let Simone tell you that. So Dr. Simone said that she don't want to be around her because she called her aggressive and unhinged, and Dr. Mimi said that's why Dr. Heavenly is it true? And Quad agreed about what was told. That she said that Dr. Simone was very aggressive, and that's why she don't want to go on the trip because she is unhinged. Now, I want y'all to remember, Dr. Heavenly called her unhinged after. Dr. Heavenly still was calling her unhinged. Y'all think the production ain't tell that lady called her unhinged? But that's her business. Anyway, so and Clark said that she asked her how did she say it, and Brandy said, "Oh, well, she didn't say it like that at all." But she did say, "Get your motherfucking hands off me." But she actually said, "Did you say get your motherfucking hands off me?" Quad say answer that, and Dr. Simone said no. She said, "Don't touch me," and Brandy said, "No, she didn't say that at all." And then she agreed with Dr. Simone when she said she not doing that fake shit with you, and Brandy like yep, yep, and it's giving people are starting to feel like Brandy. Brandy is starting to take sides and so she know nothing about. And Contessa, is framing the answers and she saw it and she didn't take that as an act of aggression between the two of them. And like Quad say Simone bad, but she ain't that goddamn bad. Dog, pit bull with guns in her mouth. She ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. She's not gonna bust grapes in a wine fight. Like she's not gonna do all of that. So that Simone just be talking. That's exactly what Quad said. Okay, and she said that Dr. Simone is no bite, all bark, no bite. She was going like I'm gonna come down. Like she's not gonna do nothing. And Quad was saying how it's a situation about how everything was frustrating and everything. And Quad said she don't want it to come directly like an argument with Simone. And she understands Dr. Heavenly not wanting to be in the environment, and she understands that. And Dr. Simone said we're two professionals in the community and be a stand-up woman and a woman of character and address it, and they can move on. And she's sitting there drinking her margarita, listening, and her mouth open. Dr. Mimi said she hopes it's a misunderstanding because it's their livelihood, who they are, and the way that you have to carry yourself. Dr. Mimi a little bit remind me of Mariah with the carry yourself. And but Mariah would say address it, but then at the same time carry yourself a certain way. I see that. And so Dr. Contessa asked if Heavenly comes, can they have, an understanding and emotions are when emotions are high, like an understanding and everything. Maybe, memory can sometimes be a problem and she don't want it to be a problem with their relationship. Dr. Contessa want everybody to come on a trip and enjoy themselves there. And she got activities planned. They're in the sun, in the pool. They in a nice home. She just want everybody to enjoy themselves, and I agree. They not with their husband and the kids, baby. Who? Who? Hmm. I'll be enjoying my damn self. I ain't finna fight a goddamn thing. And Dr. Simone, first of all, shout out to Dr. Simone with her outfit professional looks, honey. I don't know where she getting these tights and heels. I like it. Okay. But she was saying, Dr. Heavenly has showed her who she is and she done with Heavenly. She don't want to do it. It's finished before it. And then, Dr. Contessa said if your girlfriends can't be honest with you and I agree, nobody can be honest with you. And she hopes you like her. And then Toya said, you want her? Not cool. And then Brenda said she good. And so Dr. Simone gets some Toya cheeks in the baby suit. So then they have the activity plan, right? So the next morning you have Dr. Contessa, Dr. Simone, and Dr. Mimi. Dr. Contessa, Dr. Simone, Dr. Mimi, and Brandy interact with the doctor. So, they go to the doctor. They're going to be swimming with the dolphins. Contessa says she love her kids, she love her husband, and she really loves dolphins. And she's so ready to swim with dolphins. There's just so tenderness and everything. So they sit down and talk about what they're going to do. Then they talk to the instructors and tell them, things that they can do, won't do. They're going to get dressed. They're going to take pictures with dolphins. The girls, I don't understand why Brandy, Mimi are a little concerned and scared of dolphins. As a Floridian, I'd rather have dolphins than sharks in the water around me. Dolphins are protective. So if you in some water and the shark is coming, they're gonna swim around to distract that shark. They're very protective. I'd rather see a dolphin than see an alligator at my door. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I would rather see that, okay? Or I'd rather see a turtle, okay? I wouldn't mind swimming with dolphins. They're not. A lot of people like, oh, they're dangerous. Dolphins are not dangerous, baby. Dolphins are the sweetest things. I love me some dolphins. And then we're gonna talk about Contessa making that sound. Contessa, ain't nobody asked you to do that, girl. But I love me some dolphins. I would rather swim with dolphins and turtles than to swim with some sharks and gators. Like, I'm just saying. Hello? So then, they go to the structures, they put it on, they take pictures, they took the jewelry off. Like Dr. Simone had a necklace, they take pictures, they have fun. The girls were a little scared. They did, activities with the dolphins. You know, Dr. Contessa said she don't want to leave because she want to stay with the dolphins, and she said eat, and then they went. So we go into the next conversation with Dr. Jackie, Angel, Toya, and Quad, and Toya questions Angel about the situation. So they're sitting at the table, they get ready to eat, they order their food, they decide to do another activity. And then, Toya was asking about how Simone would be around Anthony. Quad said they think they'll be all right, but, there's just a feeling about the situation. And a lot of people was like, it was a lot. And then Toya asked Angel what you was talking about with me. And then she said when she asked what kind of friend she was, right? And Angel said so when her friend came around, she decided to tell him that she was going to hook her up. And she said that's something you don't do. And my thing is, Toya was like, "Oh, wait for it, because y'all like Toya has not dated in a long time. Toya, when you date, you don't just date somebody that's an end all be all. Who knows that if you would have set her up with Eugene's friend, that they would like each other on the date. They probably got two different views. It's just a date. That's all. They might have went on a date. They probably didn't like each other's views, but they have respect and understanding and move forward. Toya felt like the friend would be hurt and embarrassed that she hooked him up with Angel or something like that because she dating somebody else. It's called dating. Angel never said that she was having any actual contact with this man. I'm not understanding. So, um, yeah, that's just what that is. So she told him that, she said, that's not what you do. You never underline another man while you sit down. It's very disrespectful. And Toya said she confused her because it wasn't too long ago that she asked for her to hook her up with Eugene's friend. And if she knew anybody, she said, wasn't that too long ago that you asked me that? So I was confused to why you want to move you up. And she blindsided because as a family, grew up with somebody in the family, and the guy said he known her for years. And she said that she felt like Angel was willing to f up her situation with her husband and her husband and best friend. So he was like, "Girl, you funny." And she was like, "No, that's just not what happened." She said, "Mm-hmm." And then Angel and Toya was like, "You would have just had the situation yourself with that." And she said, that Eugene friend would be disappointed in her because she's bringing him somebody who's absolutely ready. But by the way, she's dating this other guy. You didn't have to say that. You're dating. They're not trying to get into a relationship. And people, this is why I say people get out of touch and they forget what dating is. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. You're dating. You're just going out on a date to see where it go. Toya act like these folks finna get married tomorrow. This an arrangement of a marriage. So she's talking about nobody want that. So Toya say that that she mad because I blew up her spot, and she trying to up up her. So Angel was laughing, and she said, "Girl, you funny. Like you really think that?" And Angel say she full of shit. She said, "If you ever want to have a friendship with me," she said, "I don't want you to ever do that again." And Toya said, "From going forward, that won't be a problem." She said, "Anything you want to talk to me about, you pull me to the side." And Toya said she see how she is with the man, she got it. And then Angel said, "Don't ever do that. That's very disrespectful." And it was against all her codes and her boundaries and very tough to tell. And Angel said that's probably why she got bad situation in the friend group, but because she got boundaries, she don't know how to be a friend. And she said she need her help, she good. And she amazing. So Quad said, so you good. And so as they sit talking, guess who gets out the car with her luggage in tow? Dr. Heavenly. She decided to go on a trip. Got her sneakers on, a cute little outfit, house and top, her hair waves, and some jeans on. And everybody looked shocked, surprised, and Toya said, Toya, confession, Toya, hell. Toya talking about, oh, hell no. I got to deal with Angel. Now I got to deal with damn Heavenly. Where is Simone? And Toya said, Toya, Toya said, what the hell is Simone? And Toya talking about, hey, girl, you got to be careful when you touch people. And Angel looking like, what? You don't have an issue. You say what I'm not going to do is go at it with Angel. You then gotta sit here with Evelyn without Simone. So Toya say Toya and Toya be catching the bullshit. Toya say, "Oh hell no!" So then the girls pulled up back to the house. Doctor Simone, Mimi, Contessa, and Brandy, I believe, pulled up back to the house. And they asked Dr. Contessa did she have, so she said half half. So we used soap at the start. So everybody got a glass of wine. Come out there going to take a shower. Dr. Contessa said she took her shower for the day. She took her shower at the place. So then the girls are pulling up in the cute little go-kart and we got Dr. Beverly in the back, and then Toya pull up and she ride, and it's her Angel. No, that's Clyde. It's Angel's home. And then Toya said, "Y'all have Heavenly with her bags. I'll see you in a minute." So Toya went to go be messy. Toya hell. Toya went to go tell everybody that Dr. Heavenly is there before Dr. Heavenly can come in and speak to everybody. Toya fucked. So they say, "Hey," they say, "Okay, you had more fun than us." And Dr. Simone is not happy to see Dr. Heavenly. She said, "Hey," and Dr. Simone is scratching her blood. And Toya looking like, "Oh," Dr. Simone said, "Oh, now I'm invisible." She said, "You just gonna walk by me not saying anything?" And Dr. Mimi say, "Hello, hello." And she hugged Dr. Mimi. And then Dr. Simone, hell, she said, "I see you brought your trash back." And Toya said, "Are you going to be okay with the trash?" And she said, "Where your security? You so scared." Dr. Contessa is talking to Toya, and she said, "Everybody here is not okay." She said, "Who?" She said, "Dr. Hillary." She didn't speak to me. I said, "That's her. She didn't tell me she was coming." They say, so the producer say they say there's an ish storm coming. There's absolute. Let me tell you what Toya did. Let me show y'all. This girl here.
Absolutely a storm approaching. And let me just tell you how much of a storm it is. Hurricane Heavily is at a category 4 right now, but we're anticipating Hurricane Heavily going to a category 5 once it hits landfall. I told you the energy is going to change. We are advising everyone to shelter in place for the incoming disaster. It's going to be a storm.
Y'all can't take Toya no damn well. So the next time is where it gets good because folks talking about Dr. Jackie wanting to be Cicely Tyson trying to help out Dr. Heavily to apologize to Simone. I'm ready to see the next episode because I want to see the activities. I like this trip for them. This trip is a lot more better than them staying in cabins and stuff. And you know, um Miss Phaedra hitting a private jet and showing us she's going to Real Housewives. I want to know who gonna do the trip for Atlanta because I heard that I can't wait for Atlanta. Y'all listen, we are 2 weeks away, 2 or 3 weeks away till Atlanta. Okay, be prepared, baby. We finna have a good time. I might have an Atlanta watch party. I can't wait. I'm excited. I love the medicine. I like we're getting to the meat and potatoes. I'm ready for the reunion of Real Housewives of Potomac, but I am ready for Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey. We're gonna do us an Atlanta party. When we premiere, I'm gonna try to make sure I got some lemon pepper wings and a bottle of Hennessy. Portia choice. Okay. I want to thank y'all for watching. I will be back. We're going to continue our live life situation. Y'all check out the show. I'm finna watch it on the screen as well again so I can get deep into it. I want to thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I do want to do baddies with y'all because I am back watching it in Jocelyn Cabaret, but I'm gonna wait till the new season. So, um, hold on. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys at 4:30. Don't forget to like, or is it 4:15? One of those, you'll see me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all, just get ready. We're going to have us a lemon pepper wings and Hennessy. Thank y'all for watching. Later. Bye.